Chapter 1. ESFP Characteristics. ESFPs are known for their zest for life and spirit of adventure. They are constantly willing to try new things. As a result, they are excellent problem solvers and innovative thinkers. Their cheerful view of life, along with their capacity to adapt to changing situations, enables them to flourish in fast-paced work environments. They are often the life of the party, spreading happiness and enthusiasm everywhere they go. ESFPs have a natural charm that makes it easy for them to interact with others and build relationships. They are empathic and sincerely care about the well-being of others, which allows them to swiftly establish trust with others. Their friendliness and warmth may make them popular and well-liked in social settings, making them effective networkers. ESFPs are also excellent at improvisation and quick thinking. They have a natural capacity to solve problems creatively as they emerge, which may make them significant assets in situations requiring rapid thinking and adaptability. They can think on their feet and are adaptive. ESFPs thrive at multitasking. They can manage numerous jobs and projects at once without becoming overwhelmed. They are proficient at completing projects and meeting deadlines. Their energy and excitement may propel them through even the most difficult tasks, making them ideal workers in any job. ESFPs also create a good and engaging atmosphere wherever they go. They are inherently upbeat and look for the best in people and circumstances. This optimism may assist them in creating a great workplace culture and cultivating excellent relationships with colleagues and customers. Their energy may also be used to stimulate others and create a productive work environment. ESFPs excel in expressing themselves and articulating their views in a clear and straightforward manner. They are also excellent listeners who can comprehend and sympathize with the opinions of others. This enables them to be great communicators and collaborators, as well as to form close bonds with others. ESFPs have a strong aesthetic and design sense. They have an innate sense of beauty and enjoy the finer things in life. They are often attracted to occupations in the arts, fashion, and entertainment. Their capacity to produce beauty and inspire others has the potential to propel them to success in these disciplines. ESFPs are very good at bringing people together and creating a feeling of community. They excel in event planning, party planning, and creating a social environment that pulls people together. They enjoy making people happy and can spread excitement and laughter everywhere they go. ESFPs are naturally resilient and can recover swiftly from setbacks and disappointments. Their ability to maintain a good attitude and concentration in the face of hardship makes them great leaders and role models. They can inspire and encourage others to persevere even when times are difficult. They also have the capacity to inspire and encourage others. They exude infectious energy and excitement, which may influence others to perceive the world in a more positive and happy manner. Because of their innate charm and sense of humor, they may become outstanding motivational speakers or team leaders. They have the ability to instill a sense of purpose and direction in others, as well as encourage individuals to work together toward a shared objective. ESFPs are also recognized for their openness to new experiences and willingness to accept change. They are not scared to experiment or face new problems. This makes them desirable in areas that need creativity and innovation, such as marketing, advertising, and entrepreneurship. They can think outside the box to find unique and new solutions to problems. ESFP have a natural ability to make others feel at ease and welcome. They have the ability to instill a feeling of camaraderie and inclusion in others, which may help bring people together and create a strong sense of community. As a result, they might be helpful in professions that involve cooperation and collaboration, such as project management or human resources. ESFPs are also naturally socially conscious and culturally sensitive. They can connect with individuals from various cultures and recognize and respect other people's points of view. As a result, they can be successful in professions requiring cross-cultural communication, such as international business or diplomacy. They are naturally good at storytelling and can capture an audience with their charm and energy. They have the ability to put people at ease by utilizing their humor and good energy to create a more delightful social environment. Weaknesses of the ESFP. ESFPs want to live in the present moment and often struggle with delayed gratification. This might result in rash decisions, a lack of forethought, and difficulties following through on promises. ESFPs may struggle with time management, money management, and long-term career planning. ESFPs are warm and pleasant people who appreciate being liked by others. As a consequence, they may take criticism personally and have difficulty distancing themselves from their sense of self-worth. ESFPs may struggle with confrontation as well, preferring to avoid it rather than face it full-on. Introspection and self-reflection may also be difficult for ESFPs. ESFPs may not spend as much time pondering on their own thoughts and feelings as other personality types, since they are focused on the current moment. This might lead to a lack of self-awareness and a propensity to make the same errors over and over again. ESFPs thrive on novelty and excitement and may get dissatisfied with work or environments that do not give enough stimulation. ESFPs also have a preference for outward validation above internal ideals and convictions. ESFPs may find it difficult to remain loyal to themselves and their moral compass, preferring to seek praise and acceptance from others. This might result in a lack of authenticity and a feeling of being lost or alienated from one's genuine self. ESFPs may also struggle with organization and planning. Setting long-term goals and developing a systematic strategy to attain them may be difficult for them. As a consequence, they may have difficulty prioritizing, managing time, and completing deadlines. Working with people or searching out tools that might assist ESFPs build better planning and organizing abilities can be beneficial. ESFPs may have difficulty coping with difficult emotions. Instead of engaging painful feelings, they may ignore them or attempt to distract themselves from them. This might result in a lack of emotional control and a propensity to avoid difficult circumstances or discussions. Therapy or meditation may help ESFPs build coping techniques. ESFPs tend to avoid confrontation and strive to maintain a good and peaceful environment. Although this may be advantageous in many instances, it can also lead to a lack of assertiveness and a propensity to avoid dealing with critical problems. ESFPs can benefit from improving their communication skills and learning how to express themselves constructively and assertively. ESFPs may also struggle with decision-making, particularly when faced with difficult decisions that include analyzing the pros and drawbacks of several choices. ESFPs may feel overwhelmed by the decision's intricacy and struggle to remain focused and impartial. Emotions and personal prejudices may also influence them. ESFPs may have difficulty with analytical and critical thinking skills. They could put their emotions and personal experiences ahead of objective facts and reasoning. This may make problem-solving and decision-making more challenging, particularly in circumstances requiring a more analytical or data-driven approach. ESFPs may benefit from critical thinking and decision-making training. ESFPs may have difficulty managing various projects and are frequently sidetracked by new ideas. This might result in a loss of concentration and trouble completing work or meeting deadlines. ESFPs may benefit from practicing time management and organizing skills, as well as searching out tools and resources to help them stay focused and on track. ESFPs also have the propensity to put one's own wants and desires ahead of the needs and emotions of others. ESFPs may be so preoccupied with their own thoughts and experiences that they forget or overlook the sentiments of people around them. This may cause friction in relationships, especially when the ESFP's conduct is regarded as selfish or insensitive. ESFPs may benefit from increasing their empathy and emotional intelligence, as well as learning how to balance their personal needs with the needs of others. ESFPs may become too preoccupied with how others see them, and may find it difficult to convey their genuine ideas and emotions. This might result in a lack of sincerity, limiting the ESFP's capacity to build meaningful relationships. ESFPs may benefit from increasing their self-confidence, as well as learning how to communicate their values and opinions in a constructive and polite manner. ESFPs may also have difficulty not taking things personally. They may be easily offended or upset by the statements or behaviors of others, even if they were not meant to be harmful. This might result in the ESFP not having the capacity to deal with criticism or rejection. ESFPs can benefit from increasing their emotional resilience. How ESFPs can manage these flaws. Create a network of support. ESFPs thrive on social interactions and relationships. Having a network of friends, family, and coworkers to lean on may help ESFPs stay motivated and focused on their goals. This network may help ESFPs stay on track by providing accountability, support, and feedback. Establish boundaries. ESFPs may have difficulty saying no to others, which may lead to overcommitment and exhaustion. ESFPs may prevent this by prioritizing their own needs and learning to say no to requests that are not in line with their aims or beliefs. Establishing boundaries may also help ESFPs avoid getting unduly immersed in drama or conflict. Practice self-care. ESFPs are often busy socializing and trying new things, leaving little time for self-care. Neglecting self-care, on the other hand, may lead to anxiety, worry, and burnout. ESFPs can emphasize self-care by making time for things they like, such as exercise, hobbies, or spending time with family and friends. They should also ensure that they receive enough sleep, eat properly, and take breaks as required. Cultivate gratitude. While ESFPs are typically cheerful and like to live in the now, they may suffer from negative thinking or rumination. ESFPs may overcome this by concentrating on the good parts of their life and expressing thanks for the people and situations that bring them pleasure. Even in bad circumstances, gratitude may help ESFPs be happy and resilient. Prepare for the future. Since ESFPs tend to be present-oriented, they may struggle with long-term planning. ESFPs should learn to set goals and develop a strategy to achieve them. Develop resilience. ESFPs may experience difficulty or disappointments and get disillusioned or saddened. ESFPs should practice self-compassion, seek support from others, and concentrate on their strengths and accomplishments. Desire new experiences. ESFPs thrive on new experiences and may get bored or restless if they feel trapped in a routine. ESFPs should try new things, visit new locations, or take on new tasks. They can also engage in hobbies or activities that enable them to express themselves creatively or interact with people who share their interests. Develop self-awareness. ESFPs may be oblivious of their own motives or have difficulty with self-reflection. ESFPs should learn to focus on their ideas and feelings, obtain input from others, and analyze their values and beliefs. Practice active listening. ESFPs may find it difficult to listen to others and may interrupt or speak over them. ESFPs should learn to pay attention to what people say, ask questions, and reflect back what they hear. This will assist ESFPs in developing better relationships and avoiding misunderstandings. Exercise self-control. ESFPs may struggle with self-control and are readily sidetracked by new experiences. ESFPs should develop self-discipline by defining objectives, making a timetable or routine, and adhering to it to prevent undesirable results. This will help ESFPs to remain focused on their objectives and avoid procrastination. Adopt a growth mindset. ESFPs might be easily discouraged or defensive in the face of failure or criticism. ESFPs should cultivate a growth mindset by seeing obstacles as chances for progress. Reframe setbacks as learning opportunities. This will help ESFPs to develop resilience and achieve their goals. Chapter 2. ESFPs' Cognitive Functions. The ESFP's behavior, mental processes, and interactions with the outside world are shaped by these functions. 1. Extrovert sensing, C, is their dominant function. Extrovert sensing has the most impact on how they interact with the outside world. Extrovert sensing is focused on immediate sensory perceptions, the physical world, and the present. It makes ESFPs very sensitive to their environment and capable of accurately taking in information from their surroundings. It gives them sensory awareness. ESFPs often have a keen sense of their physical surroundings. They often pick up on the slightest details, such as the feel of a cloth, the colors in a picture, or the noises in a busy space. Extrovert sensing is also responsible for their spontaneity and action. They often take swift, decisive action, relying on their intuition and senses to lead them. Because of their innate capacity for present moment awareness, ESFPs often find themselves participating in activities that enable them to fully appreciate life, whether it is via socializing, exploring, or the great outdoors. It makes them pragmatic. ESFPs often take a practical, hands-on approach to problem solving. They may choose to deal with problems head-on rather than thinking abstractly because they trust what is concrete and real. Extrovert sensing also makes ESFPs have a strong affinity for hands-on pastimes like cooking or crafts, as well as physical pursuits like dance and athletics. They are very sensitive to the feelings they encounter when engaging in these activities because of their dominant extrovert sensing function. 2. Introverted feeling, FI, is their auxiliary function. Introverted feeling is about emotional intelligence, personal honesty, and intrinsic ideals. It enables ESFPs to live their lives in accordance with their personal beliefs and values. Introverted feeling makes them value-driven. Although they may not always show it externally, ESFPs are motivated by a strong internal sense of right and wrong. Their judgments are often influenced by their own ideals and sense of integrity. Introverted feeling also endows ESFPs with a natural capacity for empathy. They prefer to react with warmth and compassion because they are perceptive of the emotional needs of others around them. They may be excellent at consoling people in distress because of their sincere concern for others. Introverted feeling makes them authentic. ESFPs respect genuineness in both other people and themselves. They often use artistic outlets or expressive means of communication to highlight their uniqueness because they like to express themselves in ways that are authentic to their inner self. Even though they might be gregarious and like having a good time, they nonetheless place a high value on adhering to their own particular convictions and feelings. Introverted feeling also give them emotional depth. Despite their outward appearance of being playful and carefree, ESFPs often have intense feelings that they prefer to keep to themselves. Though they may not always express these emotions to others unless they sense a strong connection, their introverted feeling function enables them to handle these emotions inwardly. 3. Extrovert thinking, T, is their tertiary function. Extrovert thinking helps ESFPs handle practical activities and make more organized judgments by focusing on efficiency, organization, and external logic. ESFPs may use extrovert thinking to manage chores and organize their surroundings, but they do it in a fluid and organic fashion. Even while they can handle many jobs at once and depend on their extrovert thinking to prioritize and complete them quickly, they won't let it to get in the way of their spontaneity and enjoyment. Despite their propensity to concentrate on instantaneous, sensory experiences, extrovert thinking makes ESFPs capable of rationally evaluating circumstances and acting in ways that make sense in the outside world. This might surface when they're organizing a gathering, resolving an issue, or handling a circumstance that calls for a more detached attitude. Extrovert thinking make ESFPs to sometimes exhibit a stronger want to exert control over their surroundings, especially if they perceive that something is upsetting their social or personal balance. When things seem disorganized or ineffective, they could get frustrated and try to arrange things in a manner that suits their own ideas of what works. Even while they may not have a natural tendency to prepare every detail ahead of time, ESFPs may nevertheless be quite successful at assigning duties to others, particularly in group situations. They could rely on others to help them with organizational and logistical duties, so they can concentrate on the enjoyable and imaginative parts of a project. 4. Introverted intuition, NI, is their inferior function. Long-term vision, abstract thought, and the capacity to see patterns and underlying meanings are all linked to introverted intuition. This is the least developed function for ESFPs, which means they could have trouble thinking abstractly. Due to a low introverted intuition, the present is much more important to ESFPs than the future. This might cause discomfort or overwhelm when it comes to long-term planning or thinking about abstract ideas like career trajectories or future ambitions. Unless motivated by an outside incident or a personal crisis, they could refrain from engaging in in-depth thinking. When introverted intuition does show up in ESFPs, it usually manifests as unexpected epiphanies or strong intuitions about a situation. Although these experiences might provide them deep insights, they are often brief, and ESFPs could find it difficult to interpret them. Though they may not always be able to explain why, they could have an innate feeling of when something is off. ESFPs may struggle with abstract theories or thinking. They may get irritated by intricate, theoretical conversations and prefer to work with practical, concrete knowledge. ESFPs may be more able to incorporate abstract thought into their worldview as they age and develop their inferior introverted intuition. They may get a deeper comprehension of life's long-term trends, meaning, and purpose, which would enable them to face obstacles in the future with more foresight. The cognitive function stack of the ESFP produces a dynamic, vivacious personality that is strongly influenced by their environment. Their auxiliary Fi gives them a strong sense of personal values and profound emotional empathy, while their dominant Se makes them skilled at reacting to the present. As seen by their tertiary Te and inferior Ni, they may not always have an innate propensity for structure or long-term planning, but they may gradually acquire these qualities, which will result in more mature and balanced development as they grow older. Chapter 4. ESFPs and Love Relationships. ESFPs are emotionally open and communicative, and they like being physically intimate with their partners. ESFPs are also excellent at making their partner feel loved and valued, often displaying their adoration via thoughtful gestures and presence. ESFPs are usually in touch with their own emotions, but they may also be highly insightful when it comes to interpreting their partner's emotions. They are adept at interpreting nonverbal clues and detecting tiny changes in their partner's attitude or conduct. This sensitivity enables them to be acutely aware of their partner's needs and to react in supportive and loving ways. ESFPs often desire spontaneity and adventure in relationships. They want to explore new things and embark on adventurous adventures with their partners. They are also quite lively, and they like teasing and joking with their partners. This feeling of levity and fun may make living with ESFPs exciting and stimulating. ESFPs might struggle with commitment and may get bored or restless in long-term relationships. They appreciate the thrill of new experiences, but it may be difficult for them to sustain their zeal and enthusiasm over time. As a consequence, ESFPs will do well with partners who are as daring and open to new experiences as they are. ESFPs are good at communicating their feelings, understanding nonverbal clues from their relationships, and making their partners feel loved and respected. Although they may struggle with commitment and boredom in long-term relationships, ESFPs may be intriguing and dynamic partners who are constantly looking for new experiences. One thing to keep in mind regarding ESFPs and their attitude to romantic relationships is that they prefer the current moment above the future. This implies that they may not always consider the long-term consequences of their actions or choices in the same way that other personality types do. Although this may make ESFP relationships seem exciting and spontaneous, it can also lead to some possible issues down the road. ESFPs value sensory experiences. They are frequently extremely aware of their physical environment and utilize their senses to connect with their partners. This may present itself in a multitude of ways, such as cooking together, listening to music together, or participating in outdoor activities together. When it comes to their emotions, ESFPs are also quite expressive, utilizing touch, eye contact, and other physical clues to communicate in their relationships. Despite their extroverted and gregarious demeanor, sometimes they struggle with vulnerability and find it difficult to speak up about their inner feelings or vulnerabilities. They may also have difficulty with confrontation, preferring to avoid fights or disagreements rather than actively engage in them. ESFPs are often labeled as people pleasers, and they like making their partners feel loved and supported. ESFPs are also extremely intuitive and sympathetic, which might help them in understanding their partner's needs even when they are not clearly stated. Boundaries are one area where ESFPs often suffer in relationships. They may be very generous with their time, attention, and resources to the point of forgetting their own needs. If they do not get the same degree of attention or support in return, this may lead to emotions of anger or burnout. As a consequence, it is critical for ESFPs to learn how to create good boundaries in their relationships, both for their personal well-being and for the overall health of the relationship. ESFPs are generally often positive and cheery, which may be contagious in a relationship. They have a natural capacity to look on the bright side of situations and can often assist their partners in doing so as well. This upbeat approach, however, might make it difficult for them to recognize or process unpleasant feelings, which can be problematic for certain partners who like to tackle their difficulties head-on. ESFPs are extremely sociable and like spending time with a diverse group of individuals. They like being the center of attention and are often the life of the party. This gregarious temperament, however, may occasionally cause problems in relationships, since their partners may feel ignored or overshadowed by the ESFP's larger-than-life personality. It's critical for ESFPs to strike a balance between their social and romantic lives, and to make their partner feel valued and loved. ESFPs excel at creating experiences and memories with their partners, and they like to live in the present moment rather than worry about the future. Relationships with ESFPs may be incredibly exciting and interesting since they are constantly ready for trying new things and exploring their surroundings. ESFPs are also extremely adaptive and flexible, which may be a helpful attribute in relationships. They are typically open to new experiences and are prepared to change their plans or priorities to meet the demands of their partner. This flexibility, however, may lead to a lack of structure or routine in the relationship, which may be difficult for certain partners who want a more predictable relationship. ESFPs are often romantic people who prefer expressing their feelings via gestures and presence. They often pay close attention to their partners and will go out of their way to make them feel unique and appreciated. They are also highly passionate and may display their love physically, such as embracing, kissing, or holding hands. ESFPs are also incredibly creative and impulsive, which may provide for some thrilling and memorable relationship experiences. They may surprise their sweetheart with an unexpected weekend vacation or a new date night concept. This spontaneity and originality may be a useful asset in a relationship since it keeps things new and fascinating. One possible problem for ESFPs in relationships is their avoidance of confrontation. They may be afraid of confrontation and may find it difficult to articulate their own wants or wishes in a clear and straightforward manner. This might lead to misunderstandings which can undermine the relationship in the long run. It is critical for ESFPs to understand how to successfully communicate with their partners and to concentrate on building healthy conflict resolution skills. ESFPs value emotional connection and may suffer in relationships in which they feel emotionally distanced from their partner. They may get restless or dissatisfied if they believe their partner is not as involved in the relationship as they are, or if they believe they are unable to completely express themselves. ESFPs can be exceedingly dedicated and faithful when they have a deep emotional connection with their partner. They may go out of their way to make their partner feel loved and valued, and they may strive hard to maintain the relationship's strength and health. ESFPs are also keenly aware of their own feelings and may want emotional support and affirmation from their partner. They may want constant reassurance of their partner's love and devotion and may grow uneasy or insecure if they do not get enough emotional support. How ESFPs handle friendships and professional relationships. ESFPs are social, lively, and expressive. They thrive on socializing and spending time with friends. They appreciate being in the company of others who share their enthusiasm for fun and adventure, and they are always on the lookout for new experiences and ways to enjoy life. ESFPs have a contagious energy and an open, friendly personality that attracts others. They are good listeners and compassionate companions, always willing to give an ear and provide assistance when required. They are usually impulsive and like unplanned adventures, which may be exciting for their pals. Their impulsive style, on the other hand, might lead to a lack of follow-through on plans or commitments, which can irritate their more organized peers. ESFPs excel at building relationships with colleagues and clients in work settings. They are natural networkers and salesmen since they have strong interpersonal skills. They love engaging with people and can rapidly create rapport, which may be useful in sales, marketing professions. ESFPs may also multitask and operate well in a fast-paced setting. They are adaptive and flexible, making them ideal for occupations requiring rapid thinking and problem-solving. They may struggle with work requiring prolonged concentration and attention to detail, though, since they are often distracted by new and intriguing prospects. Since they prefer a more easygoing and casual work atmosphere, ESFPs may struggle with authority in the workplace. They prefer personal ties and may struggle to collaborate with more reserved or formal colleagues. As a consequence, they may excel in more creative or entrepreneurial professions that enable them to express themselves and work autonomously. ESFPs are very sensitive to their emotions and good at interpreting the feelings of others, allowing them to form close bonds with people around them. They have an innate charm and charisma that may make them very popular and well-liked. They are also very expressive and like expressing themselves via creative endeavors such as painting, music, and dancing. ESFPs are very sociable and like being around others in their friendships. They are always seeking new experiences and appreciate attempting new things with their buddies. They are incredibly impulsive, which may make them entertaining, but sometimes difficult to form firm arrangements with. They are highly loving and sensitive people who are always willing to provide support and assistance to their friends. ESFPs succeed in positions that need good communication and interpersonal skills in professional relationships. They appreciate collaborating with others and flourish in group settings. They are very adaptive and can quickly adapt to changes in their work environment. They are also good at functioning under duress and remaining cool and focused in high-stress circumstances. ESFPs are extremely creative people who want work that enable them to express themselves. They are often attracted to professions in the arts, entertainment, and fashion. They are also attracted to jobs that need them to interact with others, such as teaching, counseling, and social work. Their empathy and ability to connect with people may be quite advantageous in these vocations. The demand for attention and acknowledgement is a significant characteristic of ESFPs in both personal and professional relationships. They like being the center of attention and may feel ignored or underappreciated if they do not get enough attention from people around them. In settings where they feel unrecognized or insignificant, they may grow bored or disengaged, which may lead to restlessness and a yearning for new experiences. ESFPs are also very sensitive to their physical surroundings and may grow bored or restless if they are locked in a repetitive setting for an extended period of time. They thrive in visually engaging situations with plenty of activity and movement. If they're trapped in a desk job or a position that needs them to stay motionless for lengthy periods of time, they may grow restless or disinterested. ESFPs often have difficulty resolving conflicts in both personal and professional relationships. They may avoid conflict and have difficulty establishing their own demands and boundaries. They may also have difficulty accepting criticism since they are sensitive to input and may take it personally. They may, however, be good at resolving disagreements and finding mutually beneficial solutions when they are able to communicate well and state their own demands. ESFPs emphasize open communication and honesty in both personal and professional relationships. They like immediate input and are often open to constructive criticism. In relationships, when there is a lack of honesty or sincerity, they may feel disengaged or bored. ESFPs place a high importance on pleasure and enjoyment in their relationships. They like comedy and may use it to connect with people and relieve stress in challenging times. They like to socialize and may be attracted to activities such as parties, events, and social gatherings. ESFPs may struggle at work with jobs that need a great deal of detail and analysis. They tend to concentrate on the broad picture and may get disinterested if they are assigned dull or repeated tasks. Jobs that enable them to utilize their creative and interpersonal skills, such as sales, marketing, or event organizing, are generally appealing to them. ESFPs may struggle with long-term planning and paying attention to detail at times, but their positive energy and passion make them vital members of any team or social group. ESFPs may develop solid and enduring relationships, both personally and professionally, by adhering to their ideals of open communication, sincerity, and enjoyment. ESFPs are also noted for their ability to bring energy and optimism to any setting. They have infectious energy and may motivate people around them to get involved and have fun. They are good at harnessing their innate charm and charisma to connect with people and establish rapport. ESFPs emphasize devotion and dedication in friendship. They are very compassionate and will go out of their way to help their friends in times of need. They are also very versatile and can get along with a broad range of individuals, making them ideal social connectors. ESFPs may struggle to establish boundaries in their personal and professional relationships. They may be extremely trusting and find it difficult to refuse requests or demands from others. This may result in a lack of balance in their relationships, as well as burnout. How ESFPs may connect with people of diverse personality types. Building great relationships requires effective communication. In order to actually form strong bonds, ESFPs must learn to interact successfully with individuals of various personality types. Here are some pointers to help ESFPs interact well and form great relationships. Recognize the personality type of the other person. ESFPs are outgoing and gregarious, but not everyone is comfortable with this degree of engagement. To successfully connect with people of other personality types, ESFPs must first grasp the other person's preferences. Introverted people, for example, may prefer more one-on-one talks. Adjust your communication style. After you've determined the personality type of the other person, tailor your communication style to their preferences. If you're interacting with an analytical individual, for example, supply them with facts and numbers to back up your ideas. When interacting with an emotional individual, show empathy and demonstrate that you understand their point of view. Active listening is a critical component of good communication. ESFPs must be prepared to listen to the other person's point of view and demonstrate that they comprehend it. This will aid in the development of trust and rapport, as well as the discovery of common ground. Be genuine. ESFPs are recognized for their genuineness, which is a valuable tool for developing solid relationships. Communicate honestly and transparently, and don't be hesitant to express your feelings. This will aid in the development of trust and a feeling of connection with others. Establish common ground. It is important to discover common ground with people in order to create good bond. ESFPs have a natural ability to connect with people, but they must be prepared to seek out common interests and beliefs. This will assist to foster a feeling of community and provide the groundwork for a healthy relationship. Be adaptable. Communication styles might conflict at times. To combat this, ESFPs must be adaptable and willing to explore new techniques. Be open to experimenting with various communication styles until you discover what works best for the other person. Express your appreciation. Everyone enjoys feeling acknowledged and cherished. ESFPs may deepen their relationships by expressing gratitude and acknowledging the other person's efforts and accomplishments. Remember to express gratitude, provide compliments, and appreciate the other person's efforts. Be patient. It takes time and effort to build good relationships. In order to connect with people, ESFPs may need to be patient and persistent. Don't give up if you don't instantly connect with someone. Continue to attempt and be willing to put in the work to develop a great relationship. How ESFPs deal with conflict in relationships. Conflicts are unavoidable in every relationship, and how one handles them is critical to sustaining the relationship. Conflict resolution may be difficult for ESFPs, who are noted for their enthusiasm and spontaneity. When disputes emerge, ESFPs might get overwhelmed by their emotions since they are in touch with their feelings. Recognizing these feelings and knowing what causes them might assist ESFPs in controlling their behavior in conflict situations. Also, ESFPs might aim to approach disagreements with a calm and collected perspective, which can help them maintain their cool and avoid making impulsive judgments. ESFPs are excellent communicators who can convey their ideas and emotions in a clear and succinct way. When disagreements happen, ESFPs should make an attempt to hear the other person's point of view and affirm their feelings. ESFPs may build a feeling of understanding and empathy in the relationship by doing so. Setting boundaries and learning to say no may also help ESFPs. Being people pleasers, ESFPs may find it difficult to say no to requests, which may lead to interpersonal problems and arguments. ESFPs may avoid circumstances that may lead to confrontations by creating appropriate boundaries and learning to say no when required. Being receptive to feedback and constructive criticism is another crucial factor for ESFPs in handling disputes and emotions in relationships. ESFPs are sensitive to criticism, which may lead to defensive or reactive behavior. ESFPs should learn to remove themselves from the feedback and perceive it as an opportunity for progress. Mindfulness is another technique that might help ESFPs manage their emotions during conflict. Being present in the moment and monitoring one's thoughts and feelings without judgment is what mindfulness entails. Mindfulness methods like meditation, deep breathing, or yoga might help ESFPs manage their emotions and prevent impulsive responses in conflict situations. Another crucial tactic for ESFPs in handling disagreements and emotions in relationships is to accept responsibility for their behavior and, when required, apologize. ESFPs might be impulsive and act without considering the consequences, which can lead to misunderstandings and wounded emotions. When ESFPs make errors, it is critical that they accept responsibility for their behavior and honestly apologize. ESFPs might also benefit from learning about various conflict resolution tactics and strategies. This will assist them in developing a more complete tool set for successfully handling confrontations. ESFPs, for example, may learn about tactics like compromise, teamwork, and negotiation, and apply them to various conflict situations when needed. Chapter 5. Career Paths for ESFPs. Event Planner. ESFPs have outstanding people skills as well as a talent for planning and carrying out events. Personal Trainer. Since ESFPs are physically and mentally active, they might flourish in this field by assisting others in reaching their fitness objectives. Tour Guide. ESFPs would flourish in a job that entails highlighting points of interest and connecting with individuals from various backgrounds. Public Relations Specialist. This occupation requires social awareness as well as the capacity to market items, people, or organizations. Interior Designer. ESFPs have a strong sense of style and might flourish in this field by designing visually appealing places. Sales Representative. Since ESFPs like talking to people, influencing them, and meeting goals, they may excel in sales. Marketing Specialist. ESFPs have a creative streak and might flourish in marketing by coming up with fresh ideas and putting them into action. Hairstylist. Since ESFPs have a high sense of fashion and style, they might flourish in this field by producing distinctive and fashionable haircuts. Actor/actress. Since ESFPs like being in the limelight, they might flourish in the entertainment business. Makeup Artist. ESFPs may flourish in this field by demonstrating their inventiveness and ability to enhance beauty. Fashion Designer. ESFPs have a strong sense of style and have the potential to flourish in this field by developing fresh and original designs. Chef. Because of their innate ability to improvise and invent new dishes, ESFPs make outstanding cooks. Hotel Manager. ESFPs may flourish in this field by managing various operations, guaranteeing a positive client experience, and leading a team of staff. Travel Agent. ESFPs like traveling and might flourish in this field by arranging trips, discovering discounts, and providing customers with new experiences. Wedding Planners. ESFPs may flourish in this field by coordinating weddings, negotiating with suppliers, and providing a memorable experience for the couple. ESFPs might flourish as physical therapists by assisting others in recovering from injuries and improving their quality of life. Occupational Therapist. ESFPs might flourish in this field by assisting others with impairments and everyday tasks. ESFPs might flourish as speech therapists by assisting others in improving their communication abilities and overcoming speech difficulties. Child Care Provider. ESFPs like working with children and may flourish in this field by creating a caring and safe atmosphere. ESFPs have a cool attitude and might flourish in this job by offering medical aid in emergency circumstances. ESFPs might succeed as paramedics by reacting to emergency circumstances and offering medical aid. Firefighter. ESFPs may thrive in this field by putting out flames, saving lives, and safeguarding people and property. Sports Coach. ESFPs like being physically active and might flourish in this field by teaching and inspiring players to reach their objectives. Musician. ESFPs have the potential to excel in the music business. Stand-up comedian. Since ESFPs have a natural talent to make others laugh, they might flourish in this field by composing and performing comic routines. ESFPs might flourish as radio or television personalities by presenting programs, interviewing guests, and communicating with their audience. ESFPs thrive in the following work environments. People-oriented workplaces. ESFPs are natural people pleasers who thrive in surroundings that allow them to engage with others. They thrive in environments where they can interact with clients, customers, and coworkers. As a result, work environments that are focused on people, such as customer service, event planning, or public relations, might be ideal for ESFPs. Workplaces that are dynamic and fast-paced. ESFPs flourish in work environments that are dynamic, fast-paced, and ever-changing. They like jobs that keep them on their toes and force them to think on their feet. Sales, marketing, and hospitality are examples of such job settings. Workplaces that are creative and artistic. ESFPs have a natural aptitude for creativity and like expressing themselves via art, music, and design. They flourish in jobs that enable them to express themselves creatively, such as advertising agency, fashion design businesses, and graphic design firms. Workplaces that value teamwork. ESFPs are team players who like cooperating with others and working toward a shared objective. They flourish in environments that encourage collaboration and give opportunity to collaborate with others. Human resources, project management, and public service are examples of such work environments. Energetic and hands-on workplaces. ESFPs like hands-on activities and are often dissatisfied with desk-bound occupations. They want jobs that require them to move about and be physically active. Fitness instructors, outdoor guides, and tour operators are examples of jobs in this area. Inclusion and diversity. ESFPs are natural socializers who value differences in people and ideas. They thrive in varied and inclusive work environments. Nonprofit organizations, community outreach initiatives, and advocacy work are examples of workplaces that value diversity and inclusion. Possibilities for professional development. ESFPs are constantly ready to learn and improve professionally. They should select jobs that provide prospects for progress and professional development. Management, training, and consultancy are examples of such work. Work that keeps ESFPs interested and energetic. ESFPs respect work that keeps them engaged and motivated. They want professions that require them to be creative, imaginative, and to think beyond the box. Marketing, advertising, and social media management are examples of industries that provide interesting employment. Work that is exciting and fun. ESFPs like work that is exciting and enjoyable. They want professions that are high energy, action-packed, and entertaining. Workplaces and industries such as event organizing, sports, and entertainment may provide interesting and enjoyable employment for them. Chapter 6. How ESFPs can excel at work. ESFPs must seek to improve their professional communication abilities. Although they are excellent at establishing relationships with people, they may lack the ability to communicate their views and ideas in a clear and simple manner. To overcome this, ESFPs should engage in active listening, ask clarifying questions, and improve their writing and spoken communication abilities. This will help them successfully communicate their thoughts and establish deeper ties with their coworkers. ESFPs must understand the value of professionalism in the job. They are recognized for their friendliness and sense of humor, but they should also be aware of proper business conduct and decorum. ESFPs should always be courteous to their coworkers, dress correctly for the job, and keep a professional approach. This will assist them in establishing a good reputation in the job and earning the respect of their colleagues. ESFPs must improve their problem-solving abilities. Problems will certainly develop in a fast-paced work setting, and ESFPs must be able to come up with effective answers quickly. They must be open-minded, innovative, and eager to work with others to solve complicated challenges. ESFPs may show their worth to their team and business by being proactive. ESFPs must learn to successfully handle stress. If they do not take time to recharge and control their stress levels, they may be prone to burnout. Self-care and stress management practices like exercise, mindfulness, and time management should be prioritized by ESFPs. ESFPs will be better suited to manage job pressures and maintain a good work-life balance if they take care of themselves. Another crucial technique for ESFPs to excel at work is to hone their leadership abilities. Although ESFPs may not always seek formal leadership positions, they often have a natural capacity to inspire others. ESFPs may be more successful in their professions and help others attain their full potential by honing their leadership abilities. ESFPs may improve their leadership abilities by learning to properly delegate, provide constructive criticism, and accept responsibility for their actions. They should also practice conflict resolution and be prepared to mediate and guide challenging dialogues. By being an excellent leader, ESFPs may foster trust and respect among their colleagues while also assisting their team in reaching their objectives. ESFPs should concentrate on improving their technical abilities, particularly in sectors related to their profession. Although ESFPs may be more concerned with relationships and collaboration, having a solid technical foundation may help them comprehend the complexities of their profession and be more productive in their career. ESFPs should be eager to acquire new skills and keep up with industry advances in order to provide value to their team and business. ESFPs should focus on expanding their professional network. ESFPs may get useful insights, develop new skills, and create contacts that may lead to future job opportunities by networking with individuals in their sector. To broaden their network, and remain up to date on the newest trends and advancements in their sector. They should attend industry events and join professional groups. Although ESFPs are renowned for their optimism and confidence, they may also be sensitive to criticism or comments. Feedback, on the other hand, is crucial for personal and professional development, and ESFPs should be receptive to constructive criticism that may help them improve their performance and realize their full potential. ESFPs flourish in social and dynamic work environments, but if they are not pushed or given chances to develop, they may get bored or disengaged. ESFPs should set personal goals and seek to learn new things on a regular basis to remain motivated. They should also explore for new possibilities to take on new duties and initiatives that match their skills and interests. ESFPs may remain enthusiastic about their profession and make substantial contributions to their team and business by staying engaged and motivated.